So, one of my oldest friends from Israel, Ron Atzmon, please come on stage.
Hey, Marco.
I remember when I was working for Lehman Brothers, and being a Jew from Hamburg, I thought maybe I should do some business in Israel. And we met, it's like, what is it now, 16, 17 years ago?
More like 20.
More than 20.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
And
That
then
being that long.
And at some point, Ron was always traveling.
Yes.
I've never met somebody in my life who was traveling more than Ron,
No, you travel more than me.
but now not at all anymore. But
Okay,
you were
maybe.
traveling even more. You were traveling like 3 times as much as a normal investment banker.
Yeah.
So he was always on the road.
Yeah.
And yeah, AU10TIX is this automated business which came originally out of the airport business who
Correct.
did the security
Exactly.
in Tel Aviv. So when you give your airport, when you enter the country, and security is a sensitive topic in Israel. So if you do the airport security technology for identifying the traveler standing in front of you, you could imagine that the technology must be very good. Ron, welcome on stage. It's your, I think, 16th NOAH conference.
I've been with you since day one.
Since day one. AU10TIX has outgrown NOAH like tremendously. You got a big investor on the road, but tell us what problem you solve.
First of all, I want to give a credit to Marco. Besides being a friend, he was a great believer in my early days and gave me a place to speak, and also helped me 4 years ago when I've done a secondary. So again, very much appreciated. So it's been a friend and a business partner for many years, and I warmly recommend working with him. Not just because of this, because it's true. I can sing it from that point. So we haven't raised capital. Actually, it was a secondary. It wasn't actually a fundraise.
The best startups are not in the need to raise capital.
No,
Their products are strong enough.
we've been profitable since 2017, and we bootstrapped the business. So we cut the tech, the original tech from another company, and rewrote everything, and we pivoted to another sector. And it took us about 4 or 5 years, like any, to find product market fit. And so that's basically the business. Your question was, Marco, just give
What you guys do is
what
like
do we do?
background
Okay.
check.
Okay. So what do we do? So basically, we are in the business of identity. We started with individuals. Now we do also businesses. So give a good perspective, we have over 160 customers. We work with most of the household names. If it's PayPal or Google or Airbnb or Saxo Bank, so it could be banking, could be sharing economy, could be food delivery, could be
Anyone who has a consumer-facing
Yes,
business
yes.
and needs to identify the
exactly
person.
either because of risk or because of compliance. So there are 2 buckets why they come to us: compliance or risk, and that's what drives our
And
business.
in Germany, we have this company ID Now, for
Felix
example.
and WebID. There are 2.
Which
There's
one?
WebID.
Web ID. And I think the main difference between AU10TIX and those players is that they use call centers.
Yes.
And you use like AI and automation.
Now it's called AI. It's called machine learning. So we've been doing machine learning. It started machine learning, then deep learning. Now the new name is AI. So in 2-3 years, there's going to be another new name. So people are like, it's the same person with a different dressing. So we've been doing deep learning for many. I mean, actually, deep learning started around like 2015, and it started picking up more like 2017. So that's the first break. And then a year ago, when actually it didn't grow, just being proliferated, the fact of AI just giving for consumers. So we've been doing it, and we've been growing with that business, and we use it to support our business in order to become better and also cut our costs.
In your industry, it's all by like the cost and time it takes
Yes.
to check one person.
Yes.
And when you want to buy something online or get the service
Yes.
immediately, you cannot just wait for 2 minutes.
No,
right?
no.
It has to be instant. Like Spotify was successful because once you clicked on the song, it was like the jukebox, and immediately
Yeah, exactly. So
it's called latency or something like
latency, speed, whatever. I think that, I mean, of course, for Spotify, you don't need identity, but definitely if you want to get, if they're the courier of Uber Eat or takeaway or nothing, delivers you the alcohol, and you don't want to wait like a minute to get verified. And it's also we need to help Uber cut time on their verification. Or if you want to do a booking in Airbnb, or you want to instantly trade with crypto, you want to gamble online with another player. You want to do pay to play as soon as possible.
So it takes a second or 2 seconds.
I wish it was 2 seconds. It takes It takes on average 4 to 8 seconds. That's our average response time, which is in our sector is very fast. You're asking him like, listen, Web ID now, it's because of German regulation, the video ident, and therefore you need to do with someone. There's some other players that also do it semi-manually because
there you have to call in.
Yes.
And
yes.
you have to speak to a person.
Exactly.
And do you think this regulation in Germany could change or will change?
I don't think so. Because I've been working, and to be honest, there's a news that I'm telling this exclusive in NOAH. I mean, we just signed a month ago a deal with Deutsche Post.
Yeah.
Because we haven't touched the German market, the DACH market, until not long ago, and because we didn't have the video ident services, and we're looking to add the service, and we will be the front man for all the fintech players that wants to penetrate the German market, offering the video ident and post ident by Deutsche Post.
So you partnered with them, and then
yes,
you have...
exactly. So we can compete against Felix and Frank.
And in terms of new products, I mean, identity verification, I guess every day you probably in the world have hundreds of millions of verifications, but is there a story outside the passport identification for AU10TIX?
Where we're going is like there's payment monitoring, so there's like identity monitoring. So we've built in the last couple of years an identity monitoring platform we call Instinct, which basically looks at fraud signals globally. So God forbid, Marco, someone steals your identity and wants to build a new synthetic identity in Indonesia, so we can detect that signals if they try to use your PII on someone else, in some other transaction. That's one thing. And the other thing, actually, I had a few interesting meetings today at your event with some.
So you do not only identity verification.
Yeah.
You do also the protection of people's identity.
Exactly. I mean, the people don't know that we do that for our business. Say, listen, we know that user has been manipulated, misused in another market, in another territory, in another use case.
You run like a list, a database
of fraud
users?
It's signals.
Signals?
Yes, we keep these signals. It's called a consortium. So all of our customers are always on the consortium. They share, so we don't keep PII, we don't keep biometrics, we keep signals of it, which is already hashed and secured. And they share anonymously signals. Say, listen, we've seen Marco. Today we've seen, they don't know if they've seen, Airbnb doesn't know if they've seen you, if you have been seen also in Uber. They just know that you're a bad person and you've been abused in another platform, and then for Marco, you can't use Airbnb anymore, sorry.
So you have Airbnb, PayPal, Google, Uber.
I can't say who exactly is on the platform.
No, but I remember when so much Peter from Adyen was coming to NOAH, he always had like these very, very big American customers.
Yeah.
And I guess once you have these very big customers, the smaller customers will follow. Has it been for you a hard way to get into the big accounts first, or?
It's always a big challenge, to be honest, but yes.
I remember you signed Google and it took so long for them.
It took 2 years. It took 2 years, PayPal took 3 years, some of that took longer.
But is your recommendation to our conference attendees, yes, attack these big names, because once you're in them, everything else will fall out?
I think what you should do are in two paths. First of all, go direct, don't do partners, because partners is another sales cycle. I think that each year you should have a wish list where you want to attack, take 3 or 4 and attack them, and then also take a few mid-levels. So pick like 3, 4 big segments, big names on the top level, and then take about another 10 mid-size, and then 20. And with you build the right formula, so basically it's a law of big numbers. You'll hit it. And
you were traveling, so face to face, and that was mostly pre-COVID.
Face to face. I don't do Zooms. By the way, we're in office. All the 200 engineers and people are in our office in Tel Aviv. We have salespeople globally.
Face to face, no home office.
No.
Okay. Well,
No, we people. I mean, we're human beings. We need to interact. I mean, I don't believe.
well, for doing everything remotely and digitally automated with machine learning.
Yeah, but this is for consumer. If you want to build a business, you need people to be together. You need to make interaction. You need to come up from your chair and go to the other room and kick him in the chest and make this happen. It's just the cycles are much more, and also managing people. It's easier when everybody's together.
Yeah, I agree.
Remote managing. I mean, like in the early days in COVID, I mean, everybody, it was like, yeah, we can do that, but you know, people are human beings. You know, people are lazy basically. So you know, once you give them the opportunity.
I know from my own
I'm lazy.
my own firm experience. So after like 10 years of home office,
Yeah.
it was all run on autopilot.
and you
and
want-
then we hit COVID, and suddenly I was like, "Where's everyone? What's everyone doing?" And I was like asleep, and now we are like 3 people at NOAH. Okay, with all these AI tools, it's became a lot easier to do my job. But it's interesting. And is AU10TIX open for private equity or an IPO one day, or what's your? Or you just generate profits? What's your?
Well, first of all, we've been profitable. I'm really looking to do consolidation. Doing an IPO is not a target; it's a means to a way. You know, if it serves our purpose, then we'll do this. If you want to raise money, now the public markets are bad. Also, to be a public company is a bit of a pain. I mean,
But you like that? You travel a lot.
I don't. I have 4 kids at home. I would like to travel less.
Okay. Well, let's travel off stage then.
Yalla.
Thank you so much, Ron.
Thanks for the time, Marco. Thanks for the opportunity.